2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Porzingis. Oh, what a play!
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
You look at Porzingis, guys, and I like his versatility, especially on the defensive end where he can guard multiple positions.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Marjanovic against Murray. They double him with Barton. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he gets it to go.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Doncic right side. Up top, Porzingis. His three-pointers off the mark. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Jokic with the bucket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And that one is good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Doncic outside. Banked in off the glass. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Cauley Stein passes to Powell. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Denver, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Campazzo. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Powell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Gordon, and the layup is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Reddick. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
The Nuggets trail by 4. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bull. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Outside, Reddick. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second basket.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Burks checked in for Dallas. Campazzo, Brunson covering. And here's the fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Burke. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Campazzo. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Burke looking over the floor. From the arc. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Brunson kicks to Burke. Now Brunson still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon with no one around. And the 3 off target. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Cauley-Stein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cauley-Stein's got 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. outside Gordon. Full. The putback and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Burke. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 6, and even 3-on-3 break. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Barton outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Takes the 3. Murray, no good. Dallas leading by 6. And there's Richardson on the assist by Doncic.
Richardson, he's a physical guard now. This guy's got good strength, and he powers through physical contact and capitalizes there.
Wide open look here for Murray. Kept alive. Another shot. Porzingis with the block. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside, Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They were strong at both ends of the court. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter at the 3 slot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
From deep. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. And he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Here's Murray. And it's in there. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Chalk up 2 there. Jokic has got his second bucket.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 10-point lead. Down low, Jokic with the steal. It's Barton with the drive. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Well, I like the mindset of Richardson here, not settling for the jump shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Porzingis. Good work defensively by Millsap.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Dallas moving it around. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Millsap. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. The pass to Gordon. Here's Green. Outside for Millsap. Passes it to Barton. Lets it go with the 3. Gordon, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the defense just allowing Gordon to get loose underneath the hoop. I mean, I don't know how you lose track of a guy like that.
Richardson outside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's jacked in for Porzingis. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Campazzo, Brunson covering, kicks to McGee. Right side, Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound, Cauley Stein. Hardaway with a wide open look. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Pass to Dozier. And he lobs it up toward the rim. McGee's shot is off.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
To the paint, Powell kicks to Brunson. Back to Powell, and stolen by Bull. Here's Dozier. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. And Dallas with a change here, too. Burks is checked in. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dozier passes to Bull. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And here's Brunson. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Dallas leading by 10. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Maxi Kleba is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Melly in at the small forward. Nugget shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Murray outside. Pass to Dozier. He kicks to McGee. 6 to shoot. And shot on the way. Dozier can't get it to go. The Mavericks shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Burke. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Burke, the pass to Powell. Here's Brunson. Burke with it. And it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Bol kicks to McGee. Bol dishes to Porter. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They trail by 7. Murray dishes to Porter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Finney-Smith. It's blocked.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
It's good.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Murray for 3. But they'll get another chance. Jokic finds Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And that's why Millsap has all those zeros at the end of his pay stub, fellas. Comfortable stepping up, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Takes it off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
He's off on that one. Mavericks leading by 7. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Doncic against Murray. Right side, Porzingis. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Murray against Doncic. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
You know, he was the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Murray, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
Richardson right side. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Richardson. The three for Doncic. That shot off. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Gordon in at the 3. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And it's Murray penetrating. Lets it go from 11. Millsap misses. And here are the Clippers. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Millsap. Back to Jokic. Here's Murray up on top. That one drops for him. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it. Barton finds Jokic. Back to Barton. Right wing. 5 to shoot. The pass to Millsap.
And the defense has to play up on him. Millsap too good to just let him catch and fire.
George with the ball. Pass to Batum. From past the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray with his second chance points. Murray's got his second basket of the game. To the middle. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Denver shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Oturu. Pass to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. It's deflected, but they get it back. Outside Gordon. Inside. Intercepted. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Offensive rebound. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
That ties it up. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. And the pass to Oturu. Rondo with the steal. Morris kicks to Kennard. Here's Oturu. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And now the Nuggets fast break.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rondo passes to Oturu. Pass to man. Now here's Kennard. Off target from outside. And up the floor again for the Nuggets. Running the court. Feeds it to McGee. The kick out to Porter. Beyond the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, JaVale McGee is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Kicks it to McGee. Outside Porter. Lock at 6. Goes back up. McGee's shot is off. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers trail. Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. This is the Bull. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Passes to Kennard. Now here's Zubac, guarded by McGee. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Zubac.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Campazzo. And a miss there on the triple. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach, get to the pass, and the great hands on the catch.
Pass to Dozier. Now the feed to McGee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Down low. And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's George. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And the Clippers making a switch here. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. From deep, George. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Leonard. Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray with it. George picks him up, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
There's the pass to Jokic. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Over Rondo.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense. Always gets a hand in the shooter's face.
And it's Gordon missing. Here's Mann to the middle. Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Jokic. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The defensive.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Now you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at center. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Barton. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap misses.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And it's Leonard with the jam. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Clippers trail by 7. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. George against Barton. Here's Batum. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The drive by Jackson lays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic inside, working on Zubac. Barton kicks to Murray. Barton passes to Jokic. Fires from the wing. Batum grabs the miss.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now Jackson. Outside, Batum had the space there, but it's offline.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
For three, Murray. That shot off, and the Clippers will come the other way. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game. The Nuggets leading by 6. Pass to McGee. To the inside. Campazzo. It's rebounded by Rondo. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Out to Morris. Over Bull. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Here's Oturu. Banked in off the glass. Oturu's got 5 now.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Left side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Leonard missing. Leonard with the steal. Morris finds Leonard. Back to Morris from about 19 feet. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rondo. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. George is checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires for 3. And again, Denver no good. Clippers trail by 8. Here's George. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Campazzo, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ole is out there with Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Feeds it to Bull. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. A shot by George, wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
They get it back. Clippers trail by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson with it. Outside, Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Murray, good. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
And George kicks to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Jackson against Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Jokic, no good.
And they get the rebound, but, guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Batum passes to Jackson. Zubac kicks to George. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Passes it to Zubac. To tie it up. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Murray, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
It's George on the wing. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Yep, that one goes. And the Nuggets lead by 4. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
1:39 left in the fourth. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. It's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Here's Leonard, and the bucket is good. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Let's have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 1. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Murray, here we go. It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
A 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
The pass to Porter. Murray outside. 5 on the clock. Barton wide open. He fires. And the 3 ball is good. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Leonard. Got it.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses. Murray dishes to Millsap.
Three-pointer. Barton off the mark. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. David, thank you. report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Here's McCollum. Here's Powell, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Gordon, with no one around, misses off the left iron.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Back to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, nice. Jokic just stepped up, had some poise there. The shot was under pressure, but I don't think he felt it. If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Portland again missing. And Jokic likes physical play. Greg, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
There's Porter with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Covington's shot is off.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Simons missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Count that bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And they get it. Kanter dishes to McCollum. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the basket by Gordon.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
There's the pass to McGee. Outside Gordon. Releases. That shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. Jones trying to get open. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Millsap left side. And Millsap slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And so it's the... And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. And yes, it's good. Porter's got his first basket.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
The drive by Kanter. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Porter. Millsap left side. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Lillard looking around to the middle. Here's Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play. Right now playing with tons of intensity.
From about 16, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Barton against Powell. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, Jokic is big. Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Barton against Powell. From 13, Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. They get the rebound, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Passes it to Powell. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Powell finds Nurkic. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Pass to Jones. Back to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Cantor, the pass to Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Shoots over Cantor, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Paul Millsap. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 9 points. Unloads. Tips it up, and Cantor able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass, thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Here's Millsap, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. And that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray, he gets that one. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Wasted no time on that one. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. Inside. Nurkic can't hit. Denver shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Jokic getting out and running. That's a huge plus for this offense, determined to beat some people up the court.
Simons surveying the D, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The kick out to Barton. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Outside Porter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
1:53 left in the third quarter. And the pass to Gordon. Down low. Here's Dozier. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 9-point game. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Six on the shot clock. Up again. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets leading by 11. There's 42 seconds left in the third. For 3, Murray. And again, Denver no good. Portland's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jones from outside. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Millsap passes to Green. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 13. Out to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 2.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Here's Murray. Green left side. To the inside. Porter lays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Murray for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And stolen by Lillard. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. Anthony finds Powell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And he knocks down the first one. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Anthony. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Murray against Lillard. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
Trailblazers trail by 9. 3-pointer Lillard. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Dozier. No good from outside. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. McCollum dishes to Powell. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. 3-pointer Lillard. He can't get that one to fall. And Denver the other way now. Now Murray. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 4 on the clock. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 9 points. He had a nice open look right there. Lillard's got 22 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Dozier. The 3. McGee trying to break free. Good on the 3-point shot.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 9. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Murray against Lillard.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Covington. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Murray. Poked loose. Powell with the steal. And it's McCollum off the drive. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jokic passes to Murray. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, that increases their lead to 6.
There's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And as they...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Here's Millsap. The putback. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the game going with his first points of the game for Denver.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
From 20 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Now here's Murray. From the high post. They get it again. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Up top, Marjanovic. Jokic defending. Here's Doncic. And that one drops. Doncic has got 6.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here's Barton following the miss by Jamal Murray. Just 5 on the clock.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Richardson gets a wide open look. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game. He can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Murray. And the shot goes down.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Out to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson, no luck. The Nuggets trail. Doncic with the steal. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Barton. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. Denver shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Millsap passes to Jokic. That evens the score. 6 points for Jokic.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
To the middle, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Comes up empty down low. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Murray against Doncic. That's tipped. Murray kicks to Jokic. Plenty of space. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jokic has got 8 points.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's been all about Luka Doncic. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Brunson in at the 1. And Hardaway gets it to go. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And the dunk by Powell.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Dozier. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. And that's a foul called on Bol. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas leading by 7. Now Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's blocked by McGee.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
For your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Brunson with it. McGee with the block, but he recovers it. Brunson, good. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Murray surveying the D. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Cauley Stein passes to Redick. 5 to shoot. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Cauley Stein. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Dozier can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 5. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Doncic outside. Here's Powell. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Knocked away. The pass to Dozier. Clock at 6. Here's McGee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Powell kicks to Doncic. They grab their own miss. Back to Powell. Stolen by McGee. One-on-one here. Here's Dozier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 4.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
Murray outside. From deep three-point range, the Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Millsap snaps it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
With 2 seconds left, and Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 assists. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. Wide open look here for Murray. Traps in the tray. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep, where he is automatic.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic trying to get open. And oh, what a play by Marjanovic.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray outside. The kick out to Barton. Outside Gordon. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Up and in on the layup.
You know, even when the defense is a little handsy, Gordon is a pro at completing these drives.
Doncic against Murray. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Barton trying to get open. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray. Just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Doncic feeling it out. In the dunk by Doncic.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Passes to Jokic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Barton. No points in the game yet for him. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Greg, is a young player. One of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. The feed now to Powell. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Nice move. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Dozier can't get it to go.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Campazzo. But they'll get another chance. Bull, plenty of room around him, and it's good. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded close. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. He gets it up, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Nuggets trail by 3. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. Now, here's Richardson. Inside. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson. And it's blocked. Jokic with the steal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's Brunson. Now Burke. And there's the pass to Kleber. Now Brunson. Here's Powell. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
And he commits the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic with it. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Campazzo, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Fast break, Dallas, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And they go to the intentional foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Millsap. And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1:56 left here in the 4th quarter. Doncic with it. Now defended by Jokic. Count that one. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
And Murray, here we go.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Martin with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets, trailing by 5. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
These are the moments we all think about as players. No fear taking these clutch shots because you've got a chance to be a hero when you knock it down.
Here's Doncic. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Porzingis with the block. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Fortitude and want to. That's what Richardson is showing you there with that big bucket when they need it.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Porter, no luck. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
The Nuggets with another miss. From deep. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, the determination on defense is...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubac in at the center. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Jokic finds Porter. Denver passing it around. For 3, Murray. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
On the wing, Batum. Back to Jackson. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many fields. That's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray with the bounce pass. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target with his 3. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard, no luck. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. JaVale McGee's checked in for Paul Millsap. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray kicks to Porter. The offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. Deflects the pass. Porter with the steal. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. And some deep range shown there by Murray. When the D leaves him alone from there, it's pretty much going in.
George with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Barton. There's Porter with the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jake.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Murray. 5 points in the game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Denver shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. For the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Luke Kennard in for Kawhi Leonard. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Dozier. And McGee kicks to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Dozier passes to Millsap. Dozier can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Morris. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now you have to be ready for this. Defensively, Morris has a terrific pull-up. Maybe a better choice for him than taking it to the rack.
Now here's Murray. Gordon the pass to Murray. Now here is McGee. Millsap in the corner. With the putback. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris against Millsap. And it's good. 2 points.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Out to the right wing. No good with the triple. Clippers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Mann gets the bucket. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. McGee up top. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oturu, the pass to Mann. Rondo against Gordon. Nice shot by Rondo.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Dozier passes to McGee. Outside for Millsap. A three-pointer off the mark. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Kennard is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2-guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Porter's checked in for Denver. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Oturu's got 4 rebounds in this game. George with the bucket.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
On the wing, Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Morris finds George. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Well, sometimes Rondo's a step ahead of everybody, even the coaching staff, especially on defense when he swipes the ball away like that.
Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Kennard. That one falls. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Murray. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside, Green. Murray against George. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
George, 6 for 6. He's met the miss from the field.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 18.
Now, so polished in his all-around game, I'm not surprised to see Jokic roaring down there on the fast break.
Now, here's George. 12 points for him. Outside, Batum. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here's Zubac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bowles. He's out there with Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Jackson against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
George with the ball. 16 points for him. Leonard against Gordon. And that one's good. Leonard, he's got 8.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Pass to Dozier. And it's McGee atop the key. For 3, Murray, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Right side, George. And George with the stuff.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Now the pass to Dozier. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. From 11 feet away, McGee's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Leonard, and the basket is good. Leonard's got 10.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the left side wing. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Gordon the pass to Dozier. In the corner, Bull with it. Passes it to Dozier. In the corner, it's Gordon. Clock at 4. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
1:52 left to play here in the third. Batum wide open. He fires. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Murray surveying the D. Stolen by George. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Gordon inside. Leonard's there. Here's Murray. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Murray's so exciting as he's continued to grow his offensive game. Not just a spot-up, 3-point deep shooter, but now operating behind pick and rolls and becoming more and more of a leader for this ball club.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Barton in the corner. Pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. Jokic on top. Right side, Porter. Millsap dishes to Porter. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The tray. Millsap misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 20. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Martin in the corner. There's the triple. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Out to Morris. The layup missed. Pushing it up. Rondo with the steal. For 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Oturu in at center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. And the shot goes in.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
Outside, Green. Porter in the corner to the right side. Here's Jokic. Oturu with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic does such a nice job of doing everything in this offense, including the drive this time.
Rondo kicks to George. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers, and stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing it all here, an exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
And George, here we go.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jokic with the steal. And here is Murray. Jokic on top. Back to Murray. Stolen away. And that one is stuffed right through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. The deep three from George, and it's off from three-point range. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Free throw good, Murray. LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Right side, Rondo. To the wing right side. Here's Coffey. Sinks that one from the post.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Coffey. Offline with his three. Dishes it to Murray. From deep three-point range, can't connect. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of... And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Porter, Gordon out there with Jokic.
Here we go.
Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. It's Barton on the wing. Outside for Murray. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Takes the 13-footer, and there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Blazers on offense. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Covington. And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Lillard against Murray. Gordon trying to break loose. The putback is no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Murray up on top, covered by Lillard. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Murray, good.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lillard surveying the D. And the 3 off target. For Denver, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good there. Now Denver takes it the other way. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic passes to Gordon. Nurkic with the block. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Shoots over Barton. Nurkic finds McCollum. Foul for three. Pass to Nurkic. Jokic with the steal. And it's Gordon penetrating. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Over Murray. Lillard misses. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Denver with a change here, too. Paul Millsap is checked in for Gordon. Now here's Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Three-pointer, Lillard. They get it back. And Kanter able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Murray. The putback. No dice on the putback jam. That shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers.
Show up.
When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. He's out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Campazzo, count it, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McCollum outside. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The shot's good from Kanter.
And really inside the paint is where Kanter thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
The pass to Jokic. Passes it to Dozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Pass to Carmelo. Jones, that's for 2. Kept alive. And Kanter able to finish. Now Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Clark inside. He's guarded by McCollum, and that one's good by Clark.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Simons. 1:46 left to play in the first half. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Here's Jokic following the basket by C.J. McCollum. It's stolen by Jones. And now Portland on the break. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting. A lot of those second chance opportunities, those can be hard to come by sometimes.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Cullen passes to Cannon. He kicks to Jones. It's deflected. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 6-point lead. And it's Murray penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point. And that'll do it for our.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position is pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
McCollum, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Barton. Portland making their last shot. Murray kicks to Barton. McGee in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Back to Barton from the corner. They shoot again. In deep. Gordon drops it in. Gordon's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And here's McCollum for 3. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Outside, Porter. And the pass to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray kicks to McGee. Denver needs to get off his shot. Murray, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Barton dishes to Murray. Passes to McGee. Nurkic with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Drops in the breakaway layup. Howell's got 4 this quarter.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now here's Gordon, and stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. Finished off the break. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to McGee. To the paint to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Campazzo covered by Anthony. It's Millsap with the drive. Here's Jokic. Good work there as it goes. Jokic has got 8 points.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Dishes to Millsap. Here's Dozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Millsap. Shoots over Lillard. No good. That would have tied it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count the basket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Murray. Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Denver with the ball. The Nuggets trail by 4. And here is Murray. Second chance shot. Campazzo, and Anthony sends it back. And now here comes Jones leading the break. He feeds it to Anthony. Lillard from outside. They get it again. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And so here's Denver after Enes Kanter's basket.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
That one goes. Count it. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Murray, the pass to Green. That's tipped. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Green's got his first points of the game. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Bucket is good.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. For 3, Murray. Lillard with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
So it's Portland now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Covington.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's McCollum. Back to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. Murray outside. Out to the wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Now, here's Lillard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Now Murray. 1:12 left in the game. And Jokic slings it in.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Lillard against Murray. Yep, that one goes in there. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Murray against McCollum. Millsap has the open look. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
Murray against Lillard. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target. Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Lillard to the inside. Covington wide open. He fires. No good on the three. Here's Dozier. Millsap misses. And so it's Portland winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.